She built an audience of 500,000 people while telling them almost nothing about herself. No hometown tours, no family stories, no real name beyond a stage name. In the oversharing economy of social media, Pia Powa is running the opposite play, and it's working. Pia Powa, who also goes by Pia L-Z, is an Australian content creator and model, reportedly in her early 20s from Queensland. Across Instagram, TikTok, and X, she's built a substantial following, with her main Instagram presence sitting in the range of 500,000 followers. Her content lives in the lifestyle, fashion, and modeling space, delivered with a polished, consistent aesthetic. But the thing that actually defines her brand isn't any single post, it's what she withholds. Because Pia has made privacy a strategy. By multiple accounts, she reveals very little about her personal life, keeping her family, her background, and her relationships almost entirely offline. In an era where creators are constantly pushed to trade more and more of their private lives for engagement, that restraint is a deliberate and increasingly savvy choice. It does two things at once. It protects her actual life from the pressures of public scrutiny, and it makes the persona more magnetic, because mystery is one of the oldest tools in entertainment. The less an audience knows, the more they want to know, and that curiosity becomes its own engine of attention. Her account structure reflects a creator who thinks in terms of audiences, not just posts. Pia runs multiple profiles across platforms, segmenting her content for different groups of followers. Some of it is mainstream lifestyle and fashion content, and some of it is more exclusive, aimed at adult audiences and gated accordingly. This kind of segmentation is standard practice for professional creators today, and like many independent models, she monetizes through direct-to-fan and subscription-based platforms, the business model that has given creators a way to earn directly from their most dedicated supporters, rather than depending solely on brand deals. Whatever you think of any particular lane, the structure itself is a sign of someone running their presence like a business, with distinct product lines rather than a single feed. Her nationality is a bigger part of the story than it might seem, because Australia has quietly become a powerhouse in the global creator economy. It's a country of only around 26 million people, yet it consistently produces internet personalities, models, and influencers with worldwide audiences, far larger than its domestic market could ever support. There are real reasons for that. Australians are among the heaviest and most fluent social media users in the world. The country's creators speak English, giving them instant access to the huge American and British markets. And there's a time zone advantage that creators have learned to exploit. An Australian posting in her evening hits the United States during its prime scrolling hours, letting her effectively work the world's biggest content market from the other side of the planet. For a creator like Pia, being Australian isn't a limitation, it's a launchpad onto the global stage. What makes her a useful case study is how modern her whole approach is. The first generation of influencers largely won by being relatable and accessible, sharing everything, letting fans feel like friends. Pia represents a different, more mature phase of the industry, where creators operate less like open diaries and more like brands, with controlled images, segmented audiences, and diversified revenue. It's a shift from personality as content to persona as product, and it tends to be far more sustainable, because a brand can outlast the burnout that consumes creators who give away every piece of themselves. Of course, the mystery approach has trade-offs. It can make it harder to build the deep parasocial loyalty that oversharing creates, and it means her success rests almost entirely on the strength of the content and the aesthetic, rather than a personal story. But the follower count suggests she's found a balance, giving her audience enough to stay hooked while keeping enough back to stay intriguing. Where Pia Powa goes next is, fittingly, hard to predict, which is probably exactly how she'd want it. More brand work, her own products, or continued growth on her own carefully controlled terms. The one thing that's clear is that she's built something rare in this industry, a real audience and a real wall around her real life. So here's our question for you today. Do you respect creators who keep their private lives completely offline? Or do you connect more